Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. You know, I saw this video and I just had to make a video to this, like responding to it. And shout out to Phil. I took the video from, the Phillip Scott show. Go subscribe to his channel. One thing about me, what I try to do is I want to give credit to the people who I came across a good story, and I think you need to, tag and relay these stories, because at the end of the day, we have to talk about this. And one thing that I've been talking about for the past couple of days, and I'm not trying to turn this into black woman bashing and all that kind of stuff. I'm kind of like, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to hold some of the sisters accountable for their behavior, and then other sisters accountable for not speaking up. At the end of the day, one thing about me, I've always held anybody accountable. I call it right down the middle. If a sister on some bullshit, I call it. If a brother on some bullshit, I call it. But one thing I saw something that was just like really disturbing. It was disappointing, and it was just, sickening to just watch and see these women conducting themselves in the manner that they was doing. Now, shout out to Phil Scott once again. Saw this video he put out where basically you had these silly ass black women who basically decided to start twerking in a place of business, in a restaurant. One got on the table and started twerking right in front of this black dude, while he was eating. And it was just a disgusting display of behavior. And it was just terrible. And this is why I was saying Kevin Kelly, why I sided with him, why I sided with, Kevin Samuels for calling these women out. Now, once again, this lady is dancing on top of a table, like I said, at a place of business. Now, like I said, if this lady falls and hurts herself, she could sue that restaurant. And then you have some women that'll condone this behavior, in particularly black women, that'll try to say, well, it's they have the right to do this and they have a right to do that. It's their right. No, it ain't your right. You don't bring your ass into somebody's place of business and just start twerking and all that kind of stuff. And I'm so sick of the behavior of some certain black women where they act like you can't tell them nothing, you can't confront them about nothing, that you are supposed to just be quiet. And then they'll sit up there and say, we don't want no man to talk to us, let other women talk to us and communicate with us. But then these are the same people that'll say, well, I believe women shouldn't do this, I believe women shouldn't do that, men are stronger than women. You're being misogynistic. Well, isn't you being, ain't you being sort of misogynistic or wasabinistic with a W? Right? You saying that you don't want the opinion of men. You don't want men to talk to you and only women. And it's just the double standards that women get away with is just appalling. But, okay, if you only want women to basically try to communicate with you, why did you get so upset when Monique made her comments about the bonnets? Like I said before, whoever this woman is that was dancing on the table twerking, I hope she don't have any kids, but she probably do. Probably by multiple men. If she is married, if you watching this video, if that is your wife, your baby mama, your fiance, your girlfriend, whatever the case may be, you need to get rid of her. You need to leave. Because no person with common sense and respect for themselves would do something like that. If that is your daughter, you should be ashamed. Whether you the father or the mother. And if you're the child of this person that did that, you should feel ashamed. I mean, for that lady to just sit up there and just conduct herself in that fashion in a restaurant around all type of people, and then try to act like that's cool, I would have threw her ass out of there and banned her from coming to the restaurant. And like I said, and it's funny, I just did a video about Kevin Kelly, how everybody got mad at him and villainized him for having the right to tell people to behave and conduct themselves in an orderly fashion, in a respectable fashion, because he told them to get the fuck out of his restaurant if they can't behave. After he gave them warning, and he gave them warning after warning. They said he told them at least 3 times to stop doing that. And they totally disregarded him as a business owner, a black man, just period. And just human decency. Just totally disregard what that man said. But when he said that, everybody was mad at him. Some of y'all black women gonna have to understand something. We don't have to watch how we talk to y'all. We giving back what you give out. And like I said, she lucky that wasn't my restaurant. Because who knows? I might have would have had my security snatch her ass off that table, or I might would have personally snatched her ass off that table. And I don't want to hear this stuff about, hey, you're not supposed to do that to him, and you're not supposed to conduct yourself like that in a place of business. If you're telling somebody to act like they got some common fucking sense and they can't do that, then all bets are off. If you didn't ask somebody 4 fucking times to stop twerking and shaking their ass in a restaurant around children possibly and other adults who just come in there to eat. And I'm not trying, and don't give me that stuff about, oh, well, you shouldn't play that type of music. Get out of here. Get out of here trying to make excuses for them. For real. So if they play symphony music at an upscale restaurant, do that mean you supposed to go to your car and get your violin and join in? So if you at an upscale restaurant, and let's just say they have a piano player. They have some of those in San Francisco. I don't know if they still have that now because of obvious reason. Do that mean you supposed to ask, can you join in if you like the music? Get out of here with that bullshit. Once again, it come down to not wanting to be held accountable. And some of y'all sisters gonna have to get knocked off your high horse. Hopefully it's not physically. But this stuff thinking that nobody can approach you and say nothing to you, you better get over that, because them days is over with. And don't come with that, oh, who argues with a woman? Well, who disrespects a man who just trying to talk to him and ask them to just act civil and act like you got some common sense? Explain that to me. That was horrible sitting up there watching that. Like I said, I hope she don't have any children, but she probably do. It's funny how y'all sisters say you don't want us to speak to y'all, but then y'all won't call these women out. I wonder if, the Black Man Haters Club gonna have something to say. I wonder how they gonna try to find a way to put this on the black man. Let's see if Rochelle Ritchie gonna have something to say. Let's see if those chicks on the talk or whatever, the reel or whatever that shit is called, gonna have something to say. Let's see if all these women who always got something to say about black men and how they behave gonna say something. I'm gonna tell you right now. I promise you. Let's just say a reverse Kevin Kelly happened. Which I don't care for this, my damn self. Let's just say a bunch of black men walked into a restaurant with their pants just extremely sagging. All the way down to they past they buttocks. Which I don't understand that anyway. And I promise you, if the black lady was the restaurant owner and she asked him several times to pull up they pants And she got on the microphone and said, look, if y'all niggas can't behave and pull up y'all damn pants, you can get the hell out of my restaurant. I promise you they'll be commending her. They'll be saying, yeah, she stood up. They'll be praising her. But then, like I said, let a man stand up for himself, stand up, for his restaurant, his place of business. He's demonized. And just to show you how they try to suppress and silence the voice of the black man. Like I said, once again, where was all these black women calling Simon Sanders out for saying she don't care what black men think? Nowhere to be found. It was just terrible to see that lady get up there and conduct herself like that and start twerking. And right while people eating their damn food. Is you serious? So you black women who always sitting up telling us you don't care what we think or let y'all communicate with other women, why ain't y'all saying nothing? I promise you ain't no black women gonna call hardly, next to none, gonna call them out for their ratchet behavior. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if that's who you don't want to bring home to your mother. That's who you want your son to marry. That's who you want your son to procreate with. That's who you want your son to walk around with. For real. I'm asking that to the women that got sons that's always hollering about that they don't have to listen to a black man. Really? And I'm going to tell you right now, if you a man or the men that got children with this lady, you need to go get custody of your children. I'm asking a serious question. I'm asking y'all ladies something. That's who you want your son to marry and have children with? Okay. This your boy Town Biz. I'm out.